The establishment media wanted to control the narrative about Madison Square Garden, but thanks to you, our loyal viewers, that didn't happen. When you donated to send Next News Network to cover this historic event, you made sure the truth would get out, and patriots, what we witnessed firsthand was extraordinary. The establishment isn't just rattled, they're absolutely terrified. AOC is calling it a mini January 6th. Tim Walz is desperately screaming Nazi rally, but here's what they can't hide. Hulk Hogan saying the energy was bigger than Hulkamania. Elon Musk confirming 70,000 patriots in the streets, and even Tucker Carlson delivering what many are calling the most powerful speech of the entire historic event. This is exactly why your support matters, because when you send us to these events, we broadcast the truth that they don't want you to see. And speaking of energy and power, what we saw at Madison Square Garden is exactly what the establishment fears, real American strength. But while they are trying to weaken our movement, there is something else secretly weakening American men. It's not age. It's not lack of exercise. It's something you're eating every day that's destroying your testosterone levels. This one common food, which you've been told is healthy, is actually crushing your energy and motivation. Want to know what it is? Head to sculptnation.com/NNN now to watch the free video that exposes this testosterone-killing food and learn how to get back your power. We thank you for our sponsors who keep this show going, as well as you guys. Now, Tim Walz, 8 hours ago, just doubled down, saying Trump's historic and diverse Madison Square Garden event was a Nazi rally. Why? Because if they label 80 million Trump supporters as Nazis, they can use the federal government to crush them. First, they dehumanize us, and then they destroy us. Let's listen.
You said over the weekend, referring to it, there's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden.
Well,
you were comparing that rally to a Nazi rally?
Look, I'm comparing it to the hate that came out of this, and I think they confirmed that.
You stand by that comparison, though, to a Nazi rally?
Look, the rally, you saw it for yourself. I'll let the American public make the decision of what they saw.
What about you, though?
So I know what I saw, and I'll just leave it at that.
You said over
I'll
the
leave it
weekend...
at that. I know what I saw. What did you see? He didn't say anything. Well, Elon Musk confirming that it was full to the rafters. I was there. I saw it. It was a beautiful thing. Every seat in the house, and there were over 70,000 people just standing in support in the streets around Madison Square Garden. The movement is massive. Look at that beautiful photograph. That is Madison Square Garden filled to the rafters. The overflow outside, this is the overflow outside of Madison Square Garden. Taking back our country, MAGA, all day, every day. Look at that. Thousands of people in the overflow at Madison Square Garden. First of all, here's what's interesting. See, the narrative they're pushing is that this Madison Square Garden rally is a Nazi rally and blah, 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 right? Well, somebody posted this. I guess he's a stagehand for Madison Square Garden. And said this, that first of all, the current Madison Square Garden wasn't built at that location until 1968. Before that, it was uptown in Midtown. The Nazi rally was in 1939, blocks and blocks away. So while they're saying like on that same location that this happened, well, it wasn't even on the same location. Elena Cardone, can't wait to witness history. She posted this picture of all the people who spoke. And I'll tell you, I've never seen a lineup at a Trump rally like this. I mean, you had Elon Musk, you had Grant Cardone, you had Vivek Ramaswamy, RFK Jr., Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Laura Trump, Donald Trump. I mean, the list went on. And then Hulk Hogan stole the show with he wasn't even on the list, and he showed up. I mean, it was amazing that what he brought, the energy he brought to that was just freaking awesome. It was like watching WWF all over again. Like I was back in 7th grade watching the Hulkamaniacs go crazy when Hulk Hogan took the ring at Madison Square Garden. And it was like Hulk Hogan returning for a triumphant, march out to his music. But this time it was for a different fight, and it was for the fight for America. Now, let's take a look at, this is what some of the moments that Grant Cardone brought up. And in fact, I reached out to Grant Cardone. We do have an interview scheduled with him on Election Day. So we just got word from that. So keep an eye out for that interview. But here's what he had to say.
She wants to tax unrealized capital gains. No, this is complete gone. Not even her simp, Mark Cuban, can sell this Even Marky Boy says this would destroy the global economy and take the USA down with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris is the least qualified candidate to ever run for any political office in American history. She makes her boss look competent. She's a fake. I'm not here to invalidate her. She's a fake, a fraud. She's a pretender. Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country. They will. They've already crippled the dollar, manufactured inflation, imported a virus, censored your voices, funded transgender surgeries, and made empty promises to the middle class for 50 years. This election has to be more than a victory. It needs to be a landslide.
Yes, it does. We got some more here. This is Vivek Ramaswamy, man. This was probably one of the greatest lines of the night. And Vivek stole the show with this line. Listen to this.
I'll tell you something. I don't follow the polls. I don't follow the pundits. But I follow the energy. And this does not feel like second place energy in here tonight. I had a friend of mine, smart guy, he's a billionaire, texted me this morning. And he said, why the hell are you guys wasting your time in New York City instead of going to a swing state? You want to know what I told him? I said, welcome to 2024. New York is a swing state.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I got a message for Kamala Harris tonight. We're feeling the joy in New York City tonight, aren't we? And the only celebration bigger than this one right now is going to be on the evening of November 5th when we send Donald J. Trump back to the White House as your 47th president and commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
Tell you,
Vivek, man. That line, when I heard him say that, was absolutely amazing. Here's more.
If you want to seal the border, vote Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to grow the economy in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to stay out of World War III in this country, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. I'm going to give you one more reason to vote Trump, and it's this. It's the one the media in the back, they won't talk about this. But they know it to be true. Donald Trump is actually the president who will unite this country, actually. And we don't talk about that enough. America First includes all Americans, regardless of their race, their gender, or their sexual orientation. If you want...
Oh, Vivek, man, just killing it on that stage. Oh, man. And Tucker Carlson, he was amazing. I'll play some of his. But this is, just some of the travel pics. Angie and I, before we took off at O'Hare Airport, there's our plane. There's Angie and me going onto the ramp. This is the magazines that were on the counter in the little shop. Time Magazine, Jesus, who he was and who he is, and then Mother Jones, Under God, the Christian nationalist plan to take over America. That's the kind of propaganda we're seeing. This is right before we went in.
Square Garden. There it is, Madison Square Garden. There is the screen presenting President Donald Trump. Look at this line. What's up, buddy?
What's up, my man?
Where are you from?
Westchester County, New York.
All right. Is New York going to go red or what?
It's going to get there eventually.
Eventually, he says.
We need some more support.
Yeah.
A lot of people with the wrong attitude.
Well, here we are. Look at this. This is the VIP line. It is bumping. And we are ready. Stevie, what do you say, man?
This is surreal. This is history in the making. It's going to be epic. Nothing less than epic, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Greg, what do you say?
Blessed to have friends that got me here to experience history, and we're going to mark this day as a day that changes the world.
Amen. Ange, what do you say?
Ain't nobody hiding anymore. Everybody's right here.
Yeah.
Where you at? Join the party.
All right. This is it, folks. This is the big game. And we are here for it. Thank you for sending us. See you on the inside.
Yes, on the inside, it was quite a sight to behold. Here's some of the shots. I ran into Scott Pressler out in the food concession area. Here's Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson. We're at Madison Square Garden.
Baby. Trump is Sinatra today. This is going to be Trump's Sinatra moment. He's going to sing it. He's going to do it. We got Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, Kill Tony, Dana White. Yo, this is going to be fight night in the Big Apple.
This
We're
is
going to win.
the battle for the Republic. What's at stake, Benny? What's at stake in the country right now?
It's pretty easy. Steak, actually, is at stake. Our ability to eat steak and eat red meat. That's a major motivator for me.
All right. Here with Benny. We are in Madison Square Garden, MAGA country.
MAGA country. That's right. We intend that to be true. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
All right.
All right, running into Benny Johnson. There was Newt Gingrich. You can see him down there, his white hair reflecting. So many great moments at that event. I got some more for you here. Tampon Tim chants broke out.
You all can say that. I probably shouldn't say that.
JD Vance is like, you guys can say that. I probably shouldn't say that. Here is Elon Musk giving the crowd a wave. His mother sitting next to him. Melania Trump also next to him. A beautiful moment there. And that was when Donald Trump was singing his praises.
Screen on, and there's rockets coming down. I said, you know, it's pure, beautiful white one and left, but it's burned from the fire and the flame, and it is. And now I see it coming down like this, and it's like 20 stories tall or something. It's massive, and it's coming down. I say to the guy, hey, do me a favor, will you hold on a minute? Just hold on. I'll talk to you. This is like one of the most important people. I'm watching. Just hold on. I put the phone down. By the way, I never picked it up again. You know what these people are going to say? He's cognitively impaired. Oh, you don't think so? They're the worst. They are the worst. So I put it down, and I'm watching this rocket, and I see the engines. I said, oh, it's going to crash. No! Because it was looking right next to gantry. I guess they call it the gantry, whatever the hell they call it. The launching pad. And it's coming down at a bad angle, Elon. I wasn't happy. And I was a little worried. You might have been worried, too. I said, oh, no, it's not going to...
So the reason I'm showing this to you is because I'm filming this. And a lot of times when, you see these other feeds, these other streams, they're focusing on, the speaker at hand. But one thing I like to do is I like to see what's happening around the moment. And you're going to see here, I actually zoom in on Elon Musk, and you can see his reaction as Donald Trump is talking about his rockets. And it's just a different perspective that you don't normally see.
Good. And then all of a sudden I saw the flame on the bottom left, and it was ripping. The flame was pouring out of that sucker, and it straightened it out like this. And it came down, and it landed, and then its two these big, beautiful arms grabbed it, and they held it tight. And I said, I wasn't sure it was a movie. I thought it might be one of these crazy movies. And I said, I got to call Elon. And I called him. I said, Elon, was that you? This was like about 4 minutes after. Was that you? Yeah, that was me. I say, Elon, you're a genius. You are a genius. He is special. He is special.
sweetheart's mother left him.
And you know what he wants more than anything else? For our country to be really well run, solidly run, to be run democratically, all the things that everybody in this room wants. And I mean, honestly, he left that pad and he went to Pennsylvania to campaign. Can you? And I asked him a couple of questions. I said, Elon, let me ask you a question. Can Russia do that? No. Can China do that? No. Can anybody do that other than you? Nobody else can do it. Nobody else can do it. Pretty good. And he said, and they won't be able to for 10 years, he said, right? They won't be able to for 10 years. No, he's amazing. And he's a great guy, too. He really is. Gotta remember him. This is a piece of work. You know, we had a black hat, right? So
another beautiful moment right there. Stuff you just don't see on these other streams. That's why I record these moments for you guys, because they really do point out some beauty. Here's when Trump was speaking in one of the moments. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so my buddy Mark Vargas was there. He was there with Rod Blagojevich, and we were trying to find out, where are you, man? I know you're here. And then, I saw him on my camera, and I zoomed in, and we're talking on the phone. I'm like, I see you. So I finally got a picture of him. I'm texting him pictures of himself. Sarah Palin was there, and she looked beautiful. I got an interview with her afterwards. She was great. And then this was an interesting moment. Brian, you can go back to horizontal. This was an interesting moment. I saw Matt Gaetz in the crowd, and I kind of walked down. We were doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and I waited till the pledge was over, and then I got 7 seconds with him. Matt, what's at stake right now?
Huh?
What's at stake in the country?
All of it.
All of it? All the marbles?
Yes.
It's good to see you again. Yeah, so then the Pledge of Allegiance started. It was actually right after the national anthem. So I wasn't expecting the Pledge of Allegiance to begin. That's why I started talking to him. But, I've met Matt Gaetz a couple of times, so it was great to see him. And then he had to run. And then let's see what else we had going on. So there was Matt Gaetz. I got this. Okay, here's the Sarah Palin interview that we did. Brian, you can go full screen with this.
Great. Yes. All right, Gary Franchi here with the Next News Network. Look who I found. I found the great Sarah Palin just hanging outside Madison Square Garden, of all places. Yeah. Sarah, what did you think of this rally tonight?
It was electric. It was, as predicted, Trump would come in and just speak for the common man in America, across America, saying, hey, we want peace, we want freedom, and we want economic opportunities for all. That's what he really exuded. It was wonderful.
What I thought was great is we saw Elon Musk.
Oh my God.
I mean, we saw Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. What is going on in the Republican Party right now? This is such a beautiful coalition.
Did that not embrace it all, really? I mean, what a representation of those across the board. Yeah, yes, so good. It was so good. It was beautiful and electric, really.
Wow. Was there any other moments that just stood out for you?
Well, like these guys can do, and drill baby drill, understanding economic freedom that comes with energy independence, those who understood that and spoke that tonight. It was really encouraging. Yeah.
Sarah, it's great to see you out here.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you've been to rallies before.
Yeah, but this one was different. This was Madison Square Garden. Oh my gosh. The most famous arena, the most famous garden in the world.
So what's the latest in Alaska with the ranked choice voting?
Oh, that's so whack. That is so whack. Ranked choice voting. It's no longer winner take all, one man, one vote with ranked choice voting. Don't let your states get sucked into thinking that ranked choice voting is good, y'all, because it's not. It screws.
But they're fighting it. They're fighting it in Alaska.
Well, they are. The dark money comes ushered in, and no, just use common sense. Let's get back to one man, one vote, winner take all. Vote for whom you want to. Don't worry about ranking candidates whom you don't even want to see in the arena. Don't bother ranking them. Just vote who you want to represent you.
What are we going to do with Lisa Murkowski She seems to be she's a big roadblock.
She is the problem. She is the problem. And it was her attorney who ushered in ranked choice voting in Alaska. But the question is on the ballot this go around whether Alaskans want to continue with this convoluted, complicated, weird ranked choice voting process or not. So Lisa Murkowski and her ilk, hopefully we'll see the end to that, kind of that monopoly of political position that she has been able to embrace, and we'll get back to just a normal, traditional, again, one man, one vote, winner take all, traditional democratic system of voting in Alaska, in America.
Sarah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, voter ID. Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and I just want you to know that you are as beautiful as ever.
Oh, you're so kind. Oh, yeah.
I had to say that. She looked beautiful. I wanted her to know it. And I saw a bunch of the comments on the video that we posted to X, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, like Sarah Palin's looking good. That was so cool. What else have I got for you? So much more. Okay. Here's some pictures. This is the crew. This is our entourage that we went down there with. There's Greg on the left, Greg Ryder on the left. There's Angie on the left side of me on the picture. Don Bouvet. And Don Bouvet is standing next to me with the goatee. Donald Trump paid for his chemotherapy, saved his life. And he's featured in the film, The Man You Don't Know. And down there, crouched below, is Shane Bouvet. That's Don's son. And he just wrote a book. It's called A Man Misunderstood. And it's about his experience with Donald Trump and the fact that Donald Trump paid for his father's chemotherapy. So you need to go out and find Shane's book, follow him on X as well, and support their family. Great family, great people. And then on the far right there, that is Stevie Mack. He's actually one of the brains behind Patriot Fest that took place in Aurora, Illinois, with Ted Nugent and John Rich. Bunch of patriots, an amazing event. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend it, right close by me, but I guess they're going to be planning another rally like that in the future. So it was a great crew that we went down with, and we couldn't have done it without the donations that came in. And of course, Shane is the one who got us in on the VIP special list. So, this whole thing came together, perfect timing. And here's me and Angie standing on the steps at Madison Square Garden. I got some more pictures for you too. I want to share with you from the event. Okay, this is so when I was leaving, I was at the airport. I ran into Raymond Arroyo in the TSA line. And of course, if you don't know who he is, he's on Fox quite often. And he's on, what's that show? I forget the Fox show that he's on at the moment, but he's always got some amazing commentaries. Here's the moment I actually spotted Sarah Palin at the rally. She was taking pictures with the crowd. And here's CNN. This is some of the reaction that CNN had for the event.
Lies from. You are watching a rally from Madison Square Garden with former President Donald Trump, where we are hearing scores of lies from the former president. He has come on stage and said a number of things that are just not true, starting with a number of things on immigration. He repeated his lies that there was no relief money for victims of the hurricanes in North Carolina and Florida and other states, because he claims that the government gave it all to migrants and that there was none left. That is patently untrue. FEMA had to set up a website to debunk that, and some people have not gone and gotten help that they needed because of those lies. He also repeated another lie that in Springfield, that thousands of immigrants were dumped in Springfield, Missouri illegally. In fact, the city website says that Haitian immigrants are there legally under the Immigration Parole Program, and that they independently chose to move there. They were not sent by any program. Again, we have heard number of lies. He also started talking about the fact that he thinks Kamala Harris would put a draft in place. It's worth noting there is no active draft in place. He has also talked about the economy, when a number of economists have pointed out that the tariffs that Trump continues to talk about and want to put into place would harm the American economy and truly harm American consumers who would see the prices of goods go up, and that there are real concerns about what those economic policies could lead to. We do have Kristen Holmes.
Yeah, of course, sure. Here's the rest of the crew. This was at 2:30 in the morning after the events. And we were the last MAGA men standing. So let's see, listen to this. This is Chance of USA. Look at that crowd. Chance of USA breaking out. Of course, there's the Daily News headline, racist rally. Was it really racism or just a few jokes that they just found they couldn't understand, right? Governor Walz and AOC were reacting to the roasting comedian. They were having a complete meltdown over the whole thing. Governor Walz and AOC react to this clip.
I think it's called Puerto Rico.
These are terrifying.
Absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. No.
Who is that jackwad? Who is that guy?
Actually, I think that's Tony Hinchcliffe, which is super disappointing. I mean, he's a comedian. I don't follow
this
crew
issue
very
with Puerto
closely,
Rico
but
again. I saw it. This was when he went down after Helene, the horrific hurricane, people there, everybody coming together. We sent helicopters down from Minnesota and personnel. You know how you do this during this? And in the first hours, Trump complaining about the response. Does anybody remember how he responded?
Okay, whatever, Tim. Just as an aside, there's a rumor going around. Everybody thinks that AOC is pregnant. I mean, there's been some clips that she's posted, and a lot of people, men and women, are weighing in saying that she has this like pregnancy glow. I even asked my wife, I said, look at her face. And if you look at her, she does have it's a little more fuller, a little more, I don't know. It's I could totally see maybe she's pregnant. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that's the rumor that's floating around right now. Totally off topic, but nonetheless, people are talking about it. So this comedian, Tony Hinchcliffe, otherwise known as Kill Tony, got a lot of flack for a joke that he gave, and you heard him talk about this floating island of garbage. Now, he's a roaster. He makes off-color jokes all the time. It's part of his shtick. He's been doing his whole career. It's comedy, right? But the left is so sensitive that every single thing that they say, every joke is offensive. They just can't take a joke anymore because they don't even have any sense of what's funny. But this was his response. He says, these people have no sense of humor. While the vice presidential candidate would take time out of his busy schedule to analyze a joke taken out of context to make it seem racist. I love Puerto Rico and vacation there. I make fun of everyone. Watch the whole set. I'm a comedian, Tim. Might be time to change your tampon. Yeah. But of course, if you don't know, this here's a joke that was made at a Kamala Harris event.
Donald Trump said he was going to build a wall, and George Lopez said, you better build it in one day, because if you leave that material out there overnight,
Yeah, so of course he's allowed to make jokes and just include stereotypes, but obviously not. Now, I'm going to show you some of these pictures here that I posted to my deny. What is this? Okay, so let's go to my profile here. So I posted a bunch. You can go to my Facebook profile. You can see all these pictures, but some great moments. I showed you this before. Here's me and Angie and Sarah Palin. Here's Shane and Sarah Palin. There's that Elon Musk picture I shared with you guys. Here's Trump giving his speech, Jumbotron photo. Here's him on the stage. Here's him and Melania. She looked beautiful. Here's a picture of her from the Jumbotron. Here's Elon Musk. I mean, he was just loving every moment. Look at him running out on the stage. He's just jumping up and down. Here is Don Jr. giving a double thumbs up. He gave a great speech. Here is Eric Trump and Laura Trump as well. Here's JD Vance. I mean, he another great. I mean, the entire lineup was just amazing. JD Vance. Even Dr. Phil was there. I got a real good close-up of him. Yeah, I don't think he's a Nazi personally. But what really stole the show for me was when Hulk Hogan came out and he just started flexing and doing his Hulk Hogan thing. His music, everything was just absolutely freaking epic when he came out. Look at him ripping his shirt off. Tucker Carlson, of course, stealing the show with his speech. RFK Jr., I mean, his speech, again, another amazing lineup of speakers. I just, if you haven't seen it, go watch the whole thing. It is absolutely worth every single minute of your time because, I mean, Tulsi Gabbard was there. She gave an amazing speech. All these people from the Democrat Party coming out, supporting Donald Trump, joining with the Republican ticket. Vivek Ramaswamy there giving a speech. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was there. Byron Donalds giving an amazing speech. Stephen Miller was there. His speech was great. This gentleman, I forget what his name is immediately, but again, he gave a great speech. He's now running for mayor of New York. Scott Libido was there, the renegade painter. He was there, made a beautiful painting, an amazing rendition of the national anthem. There's Mike Johnson signing autographs, taking pictures with some of his supporters out there. There's Mark Vargas, my friend. He was like looking around for me. There's Sarah Palin again, taking photographs, me and Scott Pressler. And here's us outside. We're getting ready to go in. An amazing event. I'm so happy I was able to attend. I do have that clip here ready for you now with, let's just play a little bit of Tucker Carlson. Yeah, look at this. Okay, again, before I get to that, I saw these guys. We went and got pizza after the event, and we saw these people with these Nazi signs. They were done with their little protest, but they were walking right by the pizza place, and I saw them, and we were all like wearing MAGA gear, and they just looked embarrassed, depressed people, just sad people. This was a great interview too. Listen to this.
Anthony, what's your name? Anthony. Anthony, where are you from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Is New York gonna go red?
I think it's already red. If we can stop the cheating, I think we got it.
Yeah, I think you're right, man.
If we can lock these Democrats up, I think we got it. I really do. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so many red hats. Not in a Trump rally in Pennsylvania. I mean, it's a sea of red.
Does this excite you to see this in New York?
Oh, so much. And this be like the grand finale of the Trump rallies. To have him come back home like this is kind of amazing.
This is a big homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a childhood dream.
My friend's speaking tonight, David Rem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, him and Scott Libido are on the program, and it's just like Trump gives people opportunities that normally don't have opportunities, and it's like the American dream revived. And I'm just so proud to be American. Donald Trump, he's woken a lot of people up. If that's the one thing he's known for, God bless America. Thank you to the Trump family. Come home, Donald!
Yeah!
We love you!
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, wow. Let's see if we got something else. Let's see. 5 highlights from the Madison Square Garden speech from Trump. Trump proposed tax credit for family members who take care of their loved ones. Trump referred to a little secret which will help Republicans win continued control of the House of Representatives. Trump repeated a story he told about getting a call from the CEO of Google. Former president spent roughly 5 minutes praising Elon Musk. Trump suggested that New York City Mayor Eric Adams was indicted as punishment for speaking out against the Biden administration's border policies. Where is that clip I have set up here? Where is, let's see. Oh, here, this is a good highlight reel. Brian, will you please go vertical with this, please?
Fight! I mean, what? Amazing! He stood up and he thought about you and me. I was really worried about him. And then when we saw him say, fight, 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 that's the man to lead us back to the America we love. Do you swear to make America better and greater by voting for Donald Trump and J.D. Vance? Now go do it! Fight! How weird. It's such an honor to be here, and it's wild. Just another day following Bobby Kennedy Jr. at a Donald Trump rally in Madison Square Garden. I mean, what? That's totally normal.
You know, I've been coming to this building month after month after month, and I've seen sold-out crowds over and over again for over 40 years. And for 40 years, I've always asked the question, what you gonna do? Over and over and over again, what you gonna do? Well, today, after feeling the energy in this building, I finally got the answer. And the answer is, vote for Trump.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing! Now,
Oh man, dude, that was just awesome. That was absolutely amazing, and couldn't have done it without you guys. Of course, the left is going nuts, still trying to push that Trump is Hitler psyop, but we're not buying it. Madison Square Garden was the talk of the town. Everybody knows it. MSNBC and AOC just losing their minds over it. But we were there. We saw it. It was no Nazi rally. It was nothing but love and support for this country and a man who's destined to fix it. And we are going to fix it, friends. We are going to fix it. And we're just days away from that moment. So the left's meltdown over MSG, Madison Square Garden, tells you everything you need to know. Well, they fixate on jokes and spin conspiracy theories. They're missing the bigger story. New York City, their crown jewel of progressivism, just hosted one of the largest Trump rallies that we've ever seen. And because you sent us there, we capture every historic moment of it. So my question for you is this. After witnessing this historic turnout in deep blue New York City, which other Democrat stronghold do you think might flip red? Share your predictions below.